going on, guys? Today I'll be designing, printing, and installing custom badges for the Mustang. Alright guys, so this has been a pretty simple mod that I've wanted to do for a while for my car, is to make some custom badges. And as you may know, I bought this car wrecked, and this fender I had to buy and then I actually painted, so it doesn't even have a badge at all on this side, so I've been living with just some holes. And then on the other side I still have the stock GT badge that looks like that. And then on the back, I removed the stock badge, which was this big circular piece that was right here. It went around the keyhole. I think it was made to look like an old gas cap because the gas cap used to be back there, but I thought it was really big and gaudy and chrome, so I just took it off. So I've had just these little two holes and then the keyhole there for a while. So I've had a bunch of different ideas as far as what kind of badges I wanted to make for the rear here and then also the sides. And I think now I've decided on exactly what I want to do. So now we can head inside and I'll show you what I have designed. First off, we're going to talk about what I'm going to do on the sides of the car. And I knew I wanted to do something with my logo, and I kind of have a few different logos. This is the one that I decided on. I thought it matched the car the best. It's kind of like a two-piece design, and because it has this long straight section, I can easily cover up the two holes that are there. So now in CAD, I started by just modeling that basic shape first, and I measured the stock badge to make sure I had it about the size I wanted. It's 2.5 inches high by about 3 inches long. And I went with a 0.1 thickness. And next up I wanted to give it some more dimension and more detail. So I added this border around the outside. It's basically offset in 100 thousandths from the edge and raised 50 thousandths. I think that makes it pop a lot more, and it's a lot less boring than just having a flat piece. And lastly, on the bottom side, I kind of did the same thing. It's only 30 thousandths high on the bottom. The reason I did that is so that I could put the double-sided tape inside here to attach to the car, since the double-sided tape has some thickness to it because it has that foam base. So that's why I brought down the edges so that it covers up the side of the foam, and it would really just give it that seamless look. So that's going to be the side badge. It should be pretty straightforward. The only difficult part will be placing it because there are two separate pieces. I'll just have to make sure that the second part of the K is centered with the first. Now for the rear badge, I wanted to try to get a little bit more creative. I've always had an idea to do a more futuristic, modern looking Mustang logo. So what I did first was pull in the regular Mustang logo, and then I went around the edge and traced it. But what I did was I used all straight lines to do the outline, and that gives it a lot more of a geometric look. So after the first outline, this is what I ended up with. And then from there, I wanted to give it some more depth while keeping the geometric look. So I basically went through and just kept adding chamfers. The chamfers are all these angled surfaces. I kept adding these chamfers and removing them until I basically got what I was after. It kind of took a while to make it look right. And so at the end, I ended up with 42 separate chamfers here. And I think I achieved what I was after, which was getting a futuristic, geometric Mustang look. And then lastly, I did the same thing on the back with the outline to hide the double-sided tape. So this is going to be the rear badge. It should easily be able to hide the two holes in here. I think overall it's about 6 inches long. I'll be getting both badges 3D printed, but not the normal type of 3D printing you might know where it builds up layer after layer. I'm going to be using Sls Printing. It's a little different in that it actually starts as a block of powder, and then a laser shoots into that powder and fuses the powder together, and then it leaves you with a much cleaner final part and much stronger. And that'll be made out of a nylon material, so it'll be very tough. I'm also going to get them dyed black. I know I'm going to want them black anyway, so we'll see how that dye comes out, and then I'll decide if I want to do any painting. I know I'll have to do a clear coat because the nylon will absorb water, and I don't want that if it's on the outside of the car. Okay, so here are the badges. They came out really nice. I'm pretty happy with the finish. I got them media tumbled and then dyed black, as I mentioned before. And I'm liking the look, especially the Mustang. It has a little bit of a matte finish right now, which I think kind of hides these different surfaces, but I think once I put the gloss clear on top, it will really make those other surfaces show up. So now I will be clear coating all of the sides because I want to make sure the parts are really sealed up. All right, I've now got the clear coat on. Came out pretty nice. As you can see now, you really can see all of those angles on the Mustang, so that's exactly what I wanted. And the logos look pretty good as well. And I got the GT badge off the side and it came off pretty cleanly. So now I'm ready to apply my double-sided tape. So this is 3M double-sided tape that is meant for automotive outdoor applications. It has a little bit of foam in it as well. So that's gonna be going on the back of everything. And as I showed before, I've got that raised edge to hide it. And then once I have that applied, I can put them on the car. I'll probably use some tape to make sure everything is nice and level.